Here we have a problem all about measures of center. We're going to have two different populations. We have this population of Florida, and then also we have the population of Texas. We have a lot of information about this. We have our minimums. Here are our minimums. We have our maximums, and we have our medians and our quartiles. So one of the things that I want to keep in mind is what changes when we move things around. Because what's going to happen is we are moving a business move its corporation location from Texas to Florida. So we're taking people from Texas and we're moving now to Florida. Um, what's going to happen is I'm taking people from the largest county in Texas. So that means my largest county, which is 2,617, blah, 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 blah. 8,000 of those people are going to move to the smallest town in Florida. So I'm going to subtract 8,000 here, and I'm going to add 8,000 to my smallest. My smallest Florida town is about 8,000. So I'm going to double this town down here. So my big town barely changes at all. I still have 2,600,000, blah, blah, blah. And then this town over here nearly doubles because this company moved. So what we need to do is select a bunch of things that might change. Now, a lot of times we need to keep in mind that just switching around data is not going to change my median, and it's also not going to change my ranges. So if I didn't just lose, if I didn't increase the size of my data, my ranges are not going to change, especially the interquartile range, because the interquartile range is a measurement from the first quartile to the third quartile. So if I'm moving people from the largest to the smallest and from the smallest to the largest, why would my Q1 and Q3 change? Again, let's go ahead and just draw a whisker plot. So to keep this in mind, if this guy and this guy are changing with my two different states, that's going to have no effect on my Q1 and my Q3. So my interquartile range is going to have to stay the same. My median in Florida, again, if I'm just changing some information down here, I'm not changing the number of data points down here, so my median still stays the same. So my median would stay the same for Florida. Now, what happens in Texas? I lose people. If you lose people, no matter what, if you lose information or data or you get a lower test score, no matter what, your mean is always going to go down. If you increase, your mean is always going to go up. Then, if we look at our standard deviation of Texas, my standard deviation, that will also decrease.